that worked now. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Welcome to our Saturday live show. And we have Val, we have Martin.
We do.
Let's get things settled in and get it to work. Also, we have Sherry.
Hey, how about that?
Sherry in the house.
Sherry in the house. All right, so.
All right.
All right is right. I don't like the way they changed this format once I change this thing, but we'll see. All right, make sure the microphone works. And go Hawks.
Already starting shit.
Go Hawks. That's right.
I know, right? Anderson's already starting shit. I don't know why Sherry's message didn't pop up. I guess it's the timing issue.
He's a little blue because I think the Knicks got knocked out.
But anyway, Sherry says hi.
Hello.
All right.
Did I bring my phone? What the heck's going on over here?
Where's everybody that's gonna join us today? But today, just like everybody's complaining that I smoked on a Wednesday, but you guys would rather smoke it today. So today we will try again Dab Bud Revisit. Even though, you know, Martin's not gonna smoke the Dab Bud. So screw Martin, whatever.
I told you, I already got one before y'all.
All right.
I don't know if you can smoke one of those, but sure. I just gotta skip that.
That's what I'm smoking today. A Digger by LFD and a Shiner.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
So Val, did you get your problem settled? Did he respect you? He said he's personally got to respect to you. So
Yeah, we communicated over several emails.
okay.
So yeah, it turned out okay. To tell you the truth, now that I'm thinking about it, I thought about it after this was going on. I was disappointed. That was number one. I was disappointed. Number two is I was disappointed in the way the items were shipped to me. Number three was that when I looked at the cans, I thought there was another can. You know, I thought there was two separate versions of it. One came with a silver cap, and the other one came like with a copper cap.
Okay.
And when I first looked at it, I said, "Oh man." You know, and then when I opened up the zippy bag to grab the can, I noticed that the lid was really pushed all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
And it never occurred to me, I never thought that the lid was upside down and pushed in. Not until you brought it to my attention, Tony, because I didn't see it.
Yeah, I had that situation where I accidentally put it backwards in there, and that's how I know, because that's how it looks like.
Okay, so with that, I mean, the whole reason for me for getting that box was because of the way it was being presented out
Mm-hmm.
in its little 4-pack carrier case.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would have just bought a can. But I really liked the way it was presented. I thought once it's done, I'm not going to use them as a travel humidor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I would just put it back in a little case, put it up on my shelf, and have a little display. Okay, that was my whole thought about it.
Okay.
So after I did that, I thought about you, Tony. I thought about how yours was sent to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason I put it in a chat was because I wanted the other members know that it not only happened to you, but it also happened to me. And if it happened to us, perhaps it happened to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So after I posted it, I think I contacted you and I let you know a little bit more. And then somewhere along the lines, and I think, and I, you know, and I really think this was, you're trying to look out for me and trying to look out for the club and your protectiveness and stuff. You went and initiated it on your own. You made contact with Tim and explained the situation. And while that was going on, I did send Tim an email. And actually, I sent him 2 emails. And he did respond to me. And I sent another email. He sent me another one back. You know, and after I thought about it, I thought, gee, somebody's going to get in trouble. I'm going to, you know, one of his employees is going to get in trouble. And I started to feel bad about that. And then I started to think about, well, you know, maybe they got so many orders in. They're trying to expedite the order, getting the order, reading the order, pulling the order, getting it packaged, getting it shipped out as soon as possible that this happened. So I'm trying to understand the employees, the staff's aspect of trying to get things done in a timely manner and expedited as soon as possible. So I said, okay, I can understand this happening. But in the same course with Tim was very, very humbling, very nice. I can honestly say he went far and above and beyond trying to make it right. And I mean, it wasn't his fault. I mean, I know it's his business. Okay. And everything falls on the owner. I understand that, you know, and, you know, just like when items are shipped, I swear to God, for some reason, I think Michael has a connection in a post office somewhere. Because I never get items from anywhere else in the States as fast as I get them from Mike. Okay. And this is what I was thinking. They're trying to expedite it, trying to get the item out fast. Tim did say, you know, I mean, he did say a lot of things. He did offer a lot of things to me. He did express a sincere apology and stuff like that. And he was very, very humbling, very gracious, very understanding. And I appreciated everything that he was trying to do. He's trying to offer. And I'm not going to tell you everything that he tried to do. But I will tell you this. I had no intentions of trying to benefit from, I want to say, an honest mistake. Okay. I did not, and nor did I did not ask for, nor did I expect to get anything out of this. Okay. I just wanted to express my disappointment. Number one, in not getting the cigars the way it was supposed to have got. I should have gotten them. But secondly was that I was really disappointed that they were shipped in a mailer box.
Okay.
Well, not a mailer box, a mailer package. Okay, a mailer package.
All right,
Bubble wrap mailer package.
We'll get to Martin's question. I'll explain to you what the situation is since I talked to him, right? So I'll explain to you the point of view.
Yeah, but I mean, and then I have to really say that, you know, anytime you contact someone at their business, especially if they're the owner, and they literally take time out to communicate with you in person. Yeah, because you have to, I'm thinking I'm taking him away from his work. I'm taking him away from his business. I'm taking him away from his business phone calls. I'm taking him away from his whatever he's doing business on computers. I'm taking him away from whatever he's doing with his employees or whoever's walking through the door. So I'm making, unfortunately, I'm thinking I'm making a little incursion on his time. And I understand it's his business and that's the time he has to afford to it. But he's very nice. And I can honestly tell you this, that I have ordered from Cigars Daily in the past.
Mm-hmm.
And because I have so much difficulty in ordering stuff by phone, you know, I call them up and I talk to them in person, and they put the order in for me by telephone. And I think the guy that works for him that does a lot of that stuff, I think his name is Dustin.
Okay. Yep.
And I tell you what, this guy has so much patience. And he takes the time with you and he listens to you and he reviews everything for you to make sure you got it right. You know, and there are times when I said, hey, listen, if you can you throw me an extra sticker in the package? Yeah, no problem. And I would get an extra sticker. And I can honestly say that anytime I have asked Cigars Daily to throw in something, they usually do. And the only time that they don't is if they don't have it. And I have spoke to Tim about that person. Okay, in the past, not recently, but in the past. But yeah, I think, you know, I mean, I had no intentions of this creating such a big wave or creating a monster.
You didn't. You didn't. And let me explain. All right, Martin, go ahead. Say your statement.
Okay. Val's usually great at telling stories, but what the fuck happened?
All right. All right.
Started out
So can I
going in? Okay.
So let me start and Tony can finish. I got my dad bod.
No, but you're after the fact, right? So let me put my story into perspective, and I'll tell your side of the story, and I will explain why. All right.
Okay.
So you guys know that I received my dad bod without the handle, the paper box outside, and I talked to Tim about that, and I tell him not to worry about it. I just let him know, you know, because in the end it's a paper box, and he doesn't have any more, so I can't magically make him just go pop, you know, an egg, crack it, and then fucking handle. No, there isn't one. So and he explained to me that he talked to his employee, his shipping team, and because prior and he actually spoke to them prior to that, telling them not to ship it separately because people give it as a gift and they need that. All right, so he actually had a conversation with them about that. Now, when I told Tim about my did not come with it, which is like the order that he should not be fucking up with, he went to talk to them, and their statement was that was the only one that did not have a handle. So when yours didn't receive one too, now is a big issue because that tells you that his workers are not being honest about that, right? So now they got caught. Second one. So now it's becoming an issue. How many other ones did not have the handle? So it's not like you made a monster out of it. Is that it was an issue for him because if he doesn't address this, how many other customer that have bought this for gifts receive that way is gonna be disappointed. So it's really important for him to go back and address it with his team or whatever his shipping team is to make sure that doesn't happen again. Because if he doesn't, that could potentially mean for every customer that did not spoke up, it could mean one customer loss in the future. So if something that he can address, he'll feel much better to address it than not addressing it, right? Yes, Albert. You're muted. You're muted.
Okay, how can you not follow that shit, Martin? This is the simplest story, man. Oh, bro.
He started talking about a fucking can that was smashed.
Right. No, so Val received his shipment in a hard USPS medium-sized flat box. Okay.
No.
It was a bubble wrap.
With bubble wrap on the outside.
It was a bubble wrap mailer.
It was a padded. It's a flat rate padded envelope. 'Cause I use
Yes.
But the one that the picture you showed me was a square box. So is that square box
No, it
inside
looked-
a bubbler?
No,
Because how I
looked
received
square.
it was just a soft bag.
It was a
That's
soft.
what- that's
it looked
exactly what
square
Val got.
'cause the way
Okay,
it placed
so you got the same way I got it, right? The problem with that is USPS will toss that around, and this thing is really there's nothing to it. Like even if you ship it a regular can, this thing is twice as thick as this. So this thing will get dented and all that stuff, and that kind of ruins the gift, right? If you're even if you give it to yourself, that's still a gift for yourself. So that became a problem, and he posted in the group, and obviously being the leader of the Legion, I have to address this. And someone is gotta hear it from me, right? And who's gonna hear it from me? Well, Tim. Tim's gotta hear it from me. And obviously, I complained. I was like, you know what? This one you had to address because, you know, they're not happy about it. I said that at the minimum, you gotta allow them to return it. And then he's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll adjust whatever it takes. So I want to give him that opportunity to address it because, and he knows he's not necessarily losing a customer, you know, because he did still get the product there, and he's just not happy with it, and you know, but he wanna have that opportunity. I think it's fair to give everybody an opportunity to resolve it. If they don't want to resolve it, well, you know, then you know who's the asshole and not buy them for them again. He wanna address it, and you know, at the same time, I also tell him, you know, Albert didn't receive his yet. You know, I'm concerned. You know, maybe you want to do something about that too. You know, I put all the problem together and say, hey, this is what happened to these orders. You know, follow up with them, and then he was happy that he could. You know, he's angry that it happened. It shouldn't have happened. He already talked to them about this prior to make sure that doesn't happen, but it did, right? And when you say you're taking up his time, no, this is his business. This is what he needs to do. Because for everyone that he doesn't get to do, he doesn't know he's losing a customer, right?
Fair point. Fair point.
Right. So for everyone that he addressed, at least know he has made that attempt to keep a customer, and that's a good business, right? So for example, if Michael was to sell something over, and someone had a problem and did not tell Michael, and just like I'm not ever gonna buy from Michael again, then Michael lost a customer without even knowing, and we didn't even have a chance to fix it, right? And I
All
tell
you gotta do
you,
is be like, hey, this is messed up. Okay, I'll fix it. You got it. That's how I talk to myself.
right? Like, you know, usually you have to. You would much rather lose a few bucks to keep a customer rather than not be able to keep a customer and didn't even have a chance, right? So you give him that chance, and I tell Tim what I expect, and he said no problem, handle it. So that's good. I was like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, Anderson.
What comes in that dad can?
5 cigars.
What? Okay, from what company?
Punch.
Punch.
Okay.
Well, Anderson, where have you been?
I'll be right back.
Where have you been?
So it's another punch. Give me. Oh, you. Oh, okay, Martine.
No, Martin
no,
did not have a dad bar. He said he already have one. He doesn't have to smoke one, so he's just got to smoke it there.
Exactly.
Tony, I thought that you were going to all of a sudden be like Jerry Springer and be like, oh yeah, because we have him backstage. Come on out. He was gonna come and talk and like tell us what happened. But no, you disappointed us.
No, I didn't disappoint you because you know if he jump on the screen, I'm gonna give him more hard time. That's not how it works,
That's funny.
right?
How come I get that treatment then? What the hell?
You're a member.
Mhm.
You're a member. He's not.
My only complaint with this is it looks like a really weirdly rolled blunt.
Doesn't it? But the taste wasn't bad,
No, it tastes pretty good.
right? The taste wasn't bad. The taste for what it's costing, it wasn't bad. Presentation, if they decide to ship it the correct way, sure. Now the problem with this is that it's a 4-pack is a really weird packaging to be shipped in any of the USPS box.
Yep.
So they choose the easier way out is to put it flat so it can fit in a bag or something.
And that is the cheaper way to do it.
It is the cheaper way. It's actually saving them about $4 per shipment. I think that's what it is. When I went back to calculate it, it's about $4. All right, but you know, that's the stupid way to lose a customer over $4. Yes, Albert.
I think it's on the good scale. I don't think it's on the not bad scale.
Oh, I actually like it. Like the previous time I smoked it, I actually think this will go with a lot of good stuff. So this time I actually learned. I have a little bit of whiskey, you know, to go with it. I think it's enjoyable. It's a very enjoyable cigar.
Oh, that was for the spider, Martin.
Bro,
All right. So yeah, in a way, I think you know, at least this comes to a good note. I mean, Albert did receive it and did get the handles and stuff. So you know, his
Oh
problem
yeah,
is,
you want mine?
Hmm?
Want me to send it to you?
yeah, you can send me one. I'll keep it.
Yeah, I'll send you the little handle thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and I told him that, you know, I specifically
Put
tell
it in the
Tim,
bubble wrap.
I say, if you fuck up Albert's order, then it's a bigger problem because it's also for James, who's coming from Germany to take it. And he's like, I'll look into it. And then when you say you received it, I tell him the good news that he's like, oh yeah, okay, good. Because that was a bigger problem.
Check it out. My can's bent.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you squeeze that. That's a finger squeeze.
No, it's bent. My can's bent.
Yeah, sure. Right. So
Bent.
good thing is I think this metal is really thin. You can actually push it back out and there's no issue. So
See, I saved the dented one for me, dented on the bottom, and I'm gonna give Jeff the perfect one. Nice guy.
right.
Nice guy.
And that's, I think that's the downfall of having a really cool presentation thing with this, is that, you know, you screw this up, it's hard to replace it, right? I mean, especially this thing holds 5, so when you go, it's limited, so you gotta go back and ask for somebody for it. You can't, you really can't. So the hell is shaking in there?
Bolier pack.
Oh, okay. There's a foam thing in there too.
Yeah, there's a little
There's a foam.
foam pad in the bottom, a little bit
Yeah.
pack in each one.
So yeah, I mean,
So
it's
what size of the phone?
it's resolved, and I'm glad that we can resolve that in a good way. So,
Yeah.
and I think any business will appreciate that opportunity. So this is why when I have some issue, I say it. I was like, I have some shit about this thing, you know. If I'm not happy about something, I say it. I don't keep it in because I am not letting people hear my problem and they don't have a chance to address it. But I tend to say it to another person, so another person can go talk to that person rather than me going fully on, like, full fire on them. Because I know that if I complain to a company, it's not like, who's echoing? Oh, it's Albert. Albert, you have your microphone too close to your things. Anyways, I think when I complain to somebody, it's usually like 0 to 100. Like there's no between.
Yeah.
And I think when someone that knows the person go tell it the story, usually that kind of lower the situation to a 10 or 15 or 20, and that'll be a lot easier to address. So for example, if I got some shit that has a problem with, let's say, Fox Cigar, I made a post about it, and you know, it's a lot less fiery than me kind of, what the hell, yo? You know, when I have a problem with Cigar King, I talk to Brendan, because Brendan will have easier says, yo, this is a problem there. Then me says, I'm not a happy customer, and go on that. So, because I get more furious when I know how a proper business should act or should take care of things, and if I don't hear that, I get more angry.
See, okay, so you got like the retailer, Tony. You don't want to be the guy in the middle. That's not a fun place to be. I'm gonna tell you right now.
It's well, that's the thing. You got a retailer and you got Tony. You don't want like this, but you know this doesn't work well. You know, somebody had to be between, because if I had to do it, people usually like, I don't want to do business with Tony anymore, because it's usually 0 to 100 and there's nothing in between. So. And what's really annoying is that if I had a between person, I can understand that takes time. If it's me, I expect an answer on the phone. You know,
Yes.
Michael knows that. This is why I only text Michael. I don't call him because he knows that if I call him, then I need an answer now.
Yes.
I try to give people time.
And I'll give you the same exact answer over the phone. Like, yep.
But if I send a text message, I usually follow up. I remember to follow up. But if I phone call, it's like, I'm not going to call again. You know how much time this takes? Kind of thing, you know?
That whole 40 seconds. A lot of time.
I'm a busy guy, you know? 40 seconds, like $5.
You're busy at nighttime. You're not busy during the day.
No, I'm busy in the daytime too. What makes you think I don't do things at daytime? I'm working, I'm doing stuff, I'm putting things together, and I had to look at the chat room at the same time, make sure, you know, James is not asking dumb questions that I had to answer. Come on.
Questions that they're asking just to fuck with you?
Yeah. I know they're asking just to fuck with me too. You know, so I have to respond, and then once I get to a certain response, it's like, this is not going anywhere. Okay, I'm done with you. You know, let's move on. Especially, you know, this past couple of days when Jeff was asking that questions. Was it Jeff? Yeah. Was it Jeff or James? Yeah. And I'm talking.
Generally Jeff, but...
And my wife was right in front of me. Her phone just go off. Vroom, vroom, vroom. I was like, oh shit. Here's Albert.
So, Michael, what's your take on the dad bod?
Wait, this is why you raised your hand for?
Yes.
Right.
It is decent. It needs a little bit more spice. Would really like set it off a little bit, like a little pepper. But it's smooth. It's okay. I like it. It's worth the money.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt, man. Shit.
That's interrupt. All right, moving on.
It's a polite way of interrupting.
It's still interrupting.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
But
so, do we have a question of the day, Tony? Just want to move on.
It's too early for the question of the day. We gotta save that for the second half.
Yeah.
Well,
Before keep people in suspense.
Well, before
he wanted to hang around.
No. It was because Innocent is expecting that he's going to have a phone call or something, like always, and so he wants to get his answer in.
Wait, I don't care which of his boyfriend calls him up while we're on the phone.
Oh my god.
While he's on the phone. Okay.
Why gotta be your boyfriend, huh?
Hey, well, you said a call. I just thought,
Listen, I don't expect none of my boyfriends to be calling me at 10:30 at night.
Yeah, those are 2 a.m. calls.
All right, so you want a question of the day? My wife watched this video and says, "Why do you always have to chase your dream?" And the bigger problem is not that you're chasing your dream, but why is your dream running away from you? What the hell did you do to your dream? That your dream is running away from you, that you had to chase your dream.
Well, it keeps you in shape. Because you're always chasing it.
No, because the video says, what the hell did you do to your dream that it had to run away from you and that you had to keep chasing it, you sick fuck?
That's very Predator and Stalker-esque. Yeah, very true.
Hey, very true.
So the question is, what the hell did you do to your dream that you're still chasing it?
Your dreams are generally a far-fetched idea.
True.
Right? And so, euphemistically, they're always fleeting. So you have to chase them down.
Jason. They don't wait. It's a ship that sells.
Yeah.
The problem is if you catch your dream, does it turn into a nightmare?
It might.
It might. Be careful for what you ask for. I told my wife this. I was like, imagine, have you seen those guys that rides on a cart and then and then they have a dog or something like that was carrying the cart going, and they had a fish rod with a piece of meat in front of it? That piece of meat is your dream. All right? And that person was sitting on the cart. It's everything else that's holding you back. Everything in life. Opportunity, people, work, job, family, whatever you have. And then you're that dog chasing that piece of meat. And you can keep chasing that forever, or you can turn around and bite the shit off your card, and you'll find your dream. And a lot of times to reach your dream, you got to give up something to reach that thing.
Isn't that generally like that whole analogy? Isn't that just a euphemism for men?
Oh.
Where dogs always chasing after a piece of meat all the time.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, there, like, even though you're chasing that piece of meat, there is other meat somewhere else that's not running. But you happen to like that meat that your dream is. Like, because you can, for example, if you want to be a millionaire, you can go do other job, cleaning the sewage, whatever, and you can be a millionaire, right? Or you can keep chasing that meat until you get it, and maybe you'll get it. Like, you want the office job, you want to dress up, you want to be that millionaire that sits in the CEO chair. But there's other way to become a millionaire. But you want that, so this is the one that you chase. But does not mean that there's no other meats around that's not running.
You should have a TV show for that.
What?
I don't
Just
chase
millionaire.
And it's like some
Martin,
people just become millionaire without knowing, you know?
Martin, we know you chase meat around. It's okay.
And I say, really, to know what your dream is to identify what can be achieved and what cannot, and go with that piece of meat that you can actually reach. You're not really chasing a dream. You're chasing that limited amount of time you have to reach your dream. Right? Everybody can do whatever. Like, you can technically reach your dream given enough time. But we only have, what, 100 years? If not less.
That's the thing about analogies, though, Michael. You can never get them to walk on all fours. You know.
Very true.
Always something wrong with them.
So yeah, given enough time, you'll be able to get it eventually. But how far do you want to go with that dream? So, well, in the end, Albert, what's your dream?
Well, I was thinking about being a banker, like part-time banker.
Banker?
Baker?
Like cooking? Baker?
Yeah, because I'm always needing dough.
Yo, he's shooting from the logo tonight.
Yes.
He's shooting from the logo tonight.
All right, don't give me an actual answer. Let's move on. Anderson, what's your dream?
Money. Lots
Okay,
of it.
money, right? There's a million ways to do it. Why do you go with the way that you want?
Well, because honestly, so money. There's a lot of ways to make money,
Right.
and if you go after money, there's so many different ways to get into it. One of my best friends, he's always finding new hustles. So right now, his thing is reselling concert tickets. So
you could have just go down and do work for a oil rig, and then you'll make $130,000 easy a year. Why didn't you go to?
I would say easy.
Why? No, in terms of
that's my work.
No. We're not putting the what is the work constitute compared to what the decision was, right? It's an easy decision. Move down, get a job. They're always hiring, right? Why didn't he go with that way? Exactly.
Well, don't know.
All right, Michael, what's your dream?
I don't know. I don't have dreams anymore. They're all
He's that
nightmares.
dog running around with no meat, just running around.
All my dreams are nightmares.
Automatic frisbee thrower. That's what he wants.
They make those already.
At one time I actually did want to have a restaurant. At
Restaurant?
one time.
That's a hard work. That is like 24/7 every single day.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a hard work.
Yeah.
But why didn't you go with that?
Because I figured out, and through obviously and talking to people as well, that the odds of having one that is successful, even if you're passionate, is about a 20% chance. So,
Well, you can sustain, but successful is hard. It's hard to run a successful restaurant. All right, Val, what's your dream?
Well, I tell you what, I did chase my dream, and I didn't like what I was chasing. I did. I I wanted to be a lawyer. Okay, I wanted to be a lawyer. So when I got into college, the only thing I know about law at that time was Perry Mason. Okay, and I didn't know there was all different kinds of lawyers. I just thought lawyers were the lawyers that you see do criminal stuff. I didn't know that there was corporate type lawyers, business lawyers. I mean, lawyers. I had no idea, and I took some classes about law, business law. I went into business law. I got an internship at this big firm in downtown Chicago, and I did not like it at all. Did not like it. There's so much reading, so much research, so much note taking, so much organizational stuff that you had. It was difficult. And when you get whatever, I mean, and you weren't given a lot, you're given one little piece of information that you got to research and you got to really dig into it. And you're getting books that weigh like 5 pounds each. They're thick, and you have to go and read and screen and read and write. And by the time you're done, you turn a little report in, you hand it to somebody else, they take it, they read it, they redo it. By the time it gets to the main lawyer, that was it. And I said, man, all that work. It was tough. It was tough.
Okay,
You know?
so the reason you didn't chase your dream was because it was not for you.
It was not, yeah. And I think part of the other part of their dream was because, you know, you get to wear a nice suit, you got a nice tie, you got beautiful women at the desk around you, you got a nice car, you're going to nice fancy restaurants. But man, I tell you, it is tough. And I'm pretty sure it's with most professions. If you really want it, you got to work for it. You got to work hard for it, and you have to sacrifice. You have to give something. You got to give something up. Something's got to give. Sometimes 2 or 3 things, you know, to get what you want. But
And that's what I tell you. Like, you know, you have to get somebody off that cart so you can get to that meat, right?
yeah, it wasn't for me. Yeah.
But the question is, why are you not smoking a dab bar today?
He doesn't like smoking them when they're fresh off the truck and all this stuff.
But that's
Val,
part of the.
Val, let me give you some inside baseball. Okay, I don't want to watch baseball, but I like the term. So
inside tip.
I can take and grab a cigar right out of the box after it's traveled across country in the middle of the summertime from Miami. Okay, even in the wintertime, I can pop open a box, pop open a bundle, whatever, and light it up, and it's just fine.
No, Val, the point is that you need to
99% of the time.
You need to experience when it's the least perfection to really enjoy it when it's perfect to you. You know?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You know, try it now and then wait a while, see how
You
it
can,
develops.
that's how you can evaluate what changed.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right?
It makes sense.
But here's I want to also put it one more thing. Is that when Val says there's many type of lawyers, there is, but they are the same. So there's one lawyer, this bar test is the same for everybody, but you choose what to specialize in. So
Right.
Okay, so it's not like I can choose to do business lawyer and learn nothing about everything else. You had to learn everything to be able to pass that bar. There's no like, oh, I want to be a business lawyer. I don't have to study this chunk. No, you have to study every chunk.
You're just a professional liar. That's what you are. Okay.
Okay. And when I was younger, I was recommended the same thing. I was like, you know, Tony, you can do a lot of those. You can read, you can research and others. Why don't be a lawyer? Okay. And there's a reason why I didn't want to be a lawyer is because I think the judge are not qualified to be judge. So I don't want them to tell me what to do. So I don't want to be a lawyer. Because
I got told the exact same thing. Should be a lawyer. Like, why would I want to do that?
Okay, because when you go to court, you'll find a lot of judges doesn't even know what proceeding and what jurisdiction they have. And as a lawyer, you get really frustrated because at that point you already pissed off the judge and that's biased. So it's not my piece of cake. So I could do other
no,
stuff.
that would not be your calling. You would lose
I will
every case
bitch at
just 'cause
the
you make a
judge. I'm
mess.
like, do you not know how to do your own shit? How do you get to judge? Like, really? They just suck at. So that wouldn't work for me. Anyways, Martin, what's your dream?
I've always wanted to be financially independent.
Okay, and that's not more. That's more like an expectation, not a dream.
I mean, it's the start of it because
dream?
with that,
No, what do you want to do with that financial independence?
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like it's like leading into what I want to do. So traveling and then just being able to purchase things and go on vacations and not have to worry about expenses or like not really expenses, but not having a budget. Just being able to live life without having to worry about money, and that is 100%. Everyone that is in the middle class and lower, that is always the number one thing that they look at is money, and that is one thing that they always fight about is money. I want it to be where I don't have to worry about that and just be able to do whatever I wanted without having to worry.
Okay, and I want to also clear that up. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you still have a budget. Okay, and it's true. It doesn't matter.
Worry as much.
Oh, you're still a worry. I still worry. And obviously my income is slightly higher than yours, and I still worry. And you still have to budget it out because the more you have, the more you use. And that's the truth. The more you have, the more you use. You think Donald Trump doesn't worry about how much money he have in the bank?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he still worry.
Of course he does.
You think Zuckerberg doesn't worry about how much money he have when his stocks start to tank? They all worry. I mean, the more you have, the more you spend. The less you have, the less you spend. Actually, when you get to a certain level of wealth, you actually have more to lose. And that's when you had to plan even more. So put that in perspective. Everybody has a budget. Doesn't matter who it is. In fact, the more money you have, not only you had to budget, you had to get somebody to help you budget because it really matters at that point. We all heard that story with Shaquille O'Neal. He's making a lot of money. All of a sudden, that money just gone. He didn't even save enough for tax.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think all the celebrities always get for tax fraud or didn't pay their tax and stuff like that? It's because they didn't budget.
Well, like Steve Harvey is a cigar guy. So I mean, this does pertain. So same thing. See, he was setting stuff up right and he had a CPA and all that fun stuff, right? And so when his CPA died, his CPA's assistant called him and was like, "Hey, I found all your tax forms." He's like, "All right." She says, "Oh, the problem is all the checks never went to the IRS that you wrote." And so his CPA was pocketing all the money. And so he owed the IRS hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's why he was grinding so hard for so many years, because he had to pay them $680,000 a month until he had it paid off. And so then, because I heard this because they were asking him about cigars. He's all, "I don't chase women." He's all, "I don't sit around and eat cakes. I don't go out and party and drink and get crazy." He's all, "This is the one thing where I can unplug from the whole world and nothing matters for that hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever, because all I can do is work."
So there's no such thing. When they say financially independent, it just means that you're financially can make a decision. When you don't have enough, everything's predetermined, right? You got to pay your rent, your phone, your utility, and all that stuff. Because of that, you're not independent because that decision is made for you already. You have no choice, right? When you're financially independent, it just means that every month I have $100. What to do with that $100? That's it. So when you say financially sound, financially independent and safe, that really goes to being able to budget correctly and put money where it counts, not put money where it doesn't count. There you go.
Right.
Here's Albert.
All right, so my dream ties into my profession, which kind of chasing that dream because I want to make a difference in people's lives.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy at all. It's hard to gauge if you really are in the ways that you want to. So that's my dream.
And I thank you for giving me an actual answer after I went all the way around. So that's a good
You're
answer.
welcome.
That's a good answer.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, some people want to go with the hard way. I mean, make a difference in the world is this big. It's hard. So
Well, yeah, and I don't dream to do the whole world. I just will try to influence the folks that are assigned to me, right? That I am entrusted to do with.
But that's the thing, right?
It's not easy. And I don't know many teachers who, well, I'm sure there are teachers who have a sense that they are more successful at doing that, right? But I still think it's just hard to tell because you don't get the feedback in the ways that you would like.
I had to disagree with you, Albert. I think making a difference in one's life can change the whole world.
Oh yeah, of course it can. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
so that indirectly is changing the world. Yeah, one person. That's all it takes. One person, right? Just, some university make a difference, or high school made a difference to one guy who decided to steal MS DOS, and that freaking MS DOS guy became Microsoft, and now everybody's life changed, right? So, Lot Diggity says more for me. It's more about working around good people that makes a difference. So is that your dream, or is that like what you want to do at work? Because the problem with working around good people is that you don't get that choice. You really don't get that choice. I've been telling my wife, it's like, she has complained about every direct boss that she have, and always compare to the previous one, and always that seems like the previous one is better.
I understand what he's saying though by that, because I've had some jobs where they really sucked because there's some shitty people, and then I've had some jobs that were really good, and I knew they were good. I knew that they were good people that I was working around, and it didn't last as long as I hoped it would, right? So, because it's dynamic, things change.
And that's what it is. My wife's question really, like, after that conversation it went to, like, why is it the people that really doesn't have what it takes to get to their position, and they work that position and they still can keep their job, but the people who knows how to do it don't get to keep their job? Like, how does that work? She's like, basically, how is the villain always get to keep the villain position, kind of thing,
I think that's more about politics than anything else. But that's more work politics than.
It's also the ineptitude of others who are hiring them. I mean,
well, I told her, number one, it's really hard to fire someone without, especially those people who are not really qualified to do their work. They know the game on how to not get fired, or how to take all the available resource to them, that if they get fired, they're still happy. People who like, oh, you gotta fire me, I'm gonna take a medical leave. Now you can't fire me. That kind of stuff.
They know the system.
Yeah, they know the system, and it's not really that because they're good at their job. It's they're good at everything else that they're good at, and they outlasted everybody who are good, so that they get to their position. Right now, if if you work in a place, a manager leaves, well, guess the next person up is this, because he outlasted everybody. And once he gets to that, he grasps onto it, and he knows all the things. The next person, he make it into a situation where you can't fire the person because they know how to present it so that they are not replaceable, even though everybody's replaceable. It's just they made it sound annoying to replace them, so they don't do it. But eventually, they will get replaced, and they'll go to the next company, and the next company have that same issue. And that is really the problem. Is that a lot of people are not qualified to do a lot of stuff, and they still do. And, this is why we have the financial issues in the U.S. We have the politics issue. We have the teachers issue. We have, mayors try to be a mayor that's not qualified. Or like the senator try to be a senator that's not qualified. All that stuff. So that's just the world. Just the world U.S. is. In every other country, minus China, if you're not good at your job plus politics in the work environment, you're not gonna last long. right? You're not gonna last long. US is the only place that I think has those categories of weird stuff. Like you can do things that you're not qualified, wing it, because there's people that's below you that know how to do it. Like the weirdest thing in the world is that in the US, your boss can get fired and they'll hire somebody new and they expect the worker to train the manager.
Mm.
That is the weirdest thing that I have encountered in the US, and find out there's a US culture to do that. It's like, wait, you have somebody know how to do everything, you have that person to train someone else. What is the point? Like, why do you need workers to teach the manager?
I've been doing that for years.
Well, I like how they hire. They take someone who does something good in a job, and they promote them to another job, another skill set that they haven't really proven they're good at. Managing people, it's a different skill set than turning riches. I'm telling you.
I understand that managing people is different, but you have someone that didn't even get a chance to prove that whether or not they can, because when you fire somebody, you don't replace them right away, right? So the person's technically acting, and if nothing goes wrong, technically this person is doing the job well, right? The hiring process is like 2-3 weeks.
I'm not talking about replacing a manager. I'm saying promoting a good worker to management.
And I agree with that, and that's totally fine. I think work your way up is a good way to do it.
Different thing.
But I think US doesn't do that a lot. I think in most corporations they hire another person.
No, there's a lot of promotional stuff going on.
I'm saying in most corporations.
I don't know about that, because where are they coming from?
Oh, obviously they open a rep to hire somebody, and then they will hire in another person to replace it. And obviously this person will have a resume to back that.
I don't know. I think they promote. I think they tend to promote from within generally.
Okay, so Michael, does your work, does the manager gets promoted or hired from the outside firm?
They're generally promoted from within.
They're promoted within? Okay.
Yeah.
How about Martin? At your work, do they usually promote or do they usually hire from outside source?
No, they promote within.
They promote within? Okay. Might be a Texas thing. In Massachusetts, very little.
It's because like here, they've asked me to be a manager for years and years and years and years. Their company culture within management is not conducive to actually creating a good work environment for the employees. Because I can do every job there, like bar none, legitimately. And I know I could manage the people. But see, then the environment that they have, their inter-office politics does not make it conducive to actually being a good manager and helping teach your employees and all that kind of stuff. Because everything's just numbers and discipline. It has nothing to do with actually creating a good employee.
Wait, I'm confused about that.
Okay, it's corporate, right? So everything is about numbers and production, because it's a bottom line, right? It's publicly traded. Okay. But the way they do everything, it has nothing to do with leading and helping your employee to improve and be the best that they can be at their job. It's about pushing them to make the number. If they don't make the number or something happens, you discipline them to the fullest extent that they can. And there's no room for actually encouraging your employee to actually grow.
But you think that's from promoting within, or is that hired from outside?
No, that goes both ways. That's the company culture. Because anytime it's rare, but anytime we get supervisors that are hired from the outside, they push them to try to do the same thing. Then they're also additionally lacking in knowledge of whatever the job set is that they're having to manage over.
Yeah, I actually think that's kind of different, because you guys are unionized, and the unionized,
unfortunately,
and that has a different set of rules and stuff like that. But like I have represented a lot of company where I go in there, and a lot of time I'll find that is a new manager, and then I will talk to them and I'll try to understand their business, and then they'll tell me that manager's new. And they'll be like,
yeah, go ahead. That's right.
And then they will tell me that the previous manager left for whatever reason is. I was like, why didn't you promote someone from the bottom to do that job? And their excuse was usually that person does the job well, and we don't want to lose a person that know how to do it to do
No.
something else,
The old pigeonhole.
Yep.
right? And I think that happens a lot in across the board. Is
I
that
think companies need to really consider, like Texas Instruments had a thing where they had what they called a tech ladder, and then they had a management ladder, right? So to retain people who were technically, they were good workers, good, that were students of the technical parts of the business, they would give them promotions and give them responsibilities to like create the structure of the technology and stuff like that in the business. They wouldn't just promote them to the management track and let them start managing people. You know what I'm saying? So they were able to retain their knowledge, their technical skills through the tech ladder. And that's really, I think, the way to do it.
I actually think that it's probably better for you to promote the person who does the job well and implement that, and so the people below him can learn how to do the job well, rather than hire another person to do managing, because micromanaging doesn't work.
Right.
It really doesn't.
Yep.
And hiring a wrong manager can make you lose talent. This person says, well, if this job's not here for me, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
I work for a company that is somehow solely based around micromanagement now. So
but your thing is different, because I think UPS still work based on that Six Sigma stuff. It's like try to minimize errors, that kind of stuff. It's the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest shit, because you guys are not manufacturing, but they're using the manufacturing principle. So that's the dumbest.
they're implementing. They just spent, I forgot how, just in our building, I forgot how many $1 million they spent on some new stupid technology for some new label system to try to prevent more human error, and it's creating more work to prevent this human error. This stuff makes no sense, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What I don't understand is when people made a mistake, you ask them how that mistake is made. Well, obviously, if I know how, that's a mistake. It's a mistake because I overlooked it. What else do you want?
Yeah. So they took it. Now they got, okay. So you see the labels. You have the shipping label, then you have the little label. It'll have like a number and then a 4-digit number after that.
Yep.
So that's your truck number and where it's supposed to go in the truck. So now those labels cost them about half a cent each. They're called spa labels, what we call them. That's what those are. So now they're implementing RFID labels.
Oh God.
Yes, these things cost them $1.50 each. Company costs.
What it's supposed to, though.
Mhm.
It's supposed to be pennies. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so these things cost them $1.50 each. So with this new automated system that they implemented, it created more work, and it was supposed to eliminate work. Created more work. Because it's some weird contrived thing that doesn't make any sense to me. Additionally, it creates more work. It slows down production time. Now these labels on top of that are supposed to cut down on user error, employee error on them, human error going into the vehicle, but they cost more time trying to prevent that error and spend more money trying to prevent this error that would cost them pennies. So it's like they're spending $5 to save a penny.
Oh, let me get back to that. I mean, actually, no. Let me get to that first before we go back to the cigars. I think it's really dumb because RFID is like a very old technology. It's not efficient. So anybody who is in the technology recommended that to use old technology to solve a new problem. It's dumbass. Anyways, so now that we have cigars that's up to last a little bit, now let's talk about a cigar, and people in the chat can put out this. All right. Number one, what do you think about? Get out of here. Number one, what do you think of the cigar? Number two, what do you think the cigar is lacking? And number three, what do you think you can fix it with the pairing?
I don't think it lacks. I like it. Smooth. Smells good. Tastes good.
So you think that's fine? It's the way it is supposed to be intended. It's good.
Home run. That's a home run. It's different than the egg roll. I like it better than the spring roll and all the others. So yeah, we're good.
Okay, so well, wait a minute. I have a question now. What I mean, the expectation from the blender's point of view, what did the blender think they were bringing to us?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, I didn't talk to the blender, so I wouldn't know. And I think what the blenders try to bring is just an easy smoking cigar that anybody can smoke. Because obviously, dad bod
That's
means
it.
they probably most likely just gave it to
That's
their
it.
dad, right?
That's it.
So I don't think they're product they're things that number one got to be playful. Number two is gonna be a cigar that anybody can like and doesn't taste like tobacco. You know what I'm saying? And number three is put in the package where the price makes sense. And I think they definitely put in the price that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
And they definitely did the playful part, right? And in terms of flavor, I feel like they definitely did it right because, like I said last time, this thing has so much flavor that you can pick up right away. It's like this thing has a flavor. It doesn't taste just tobacco or just cedar, right? It's got everything else but cedar kind of thing, right? It doesn't have enough pepper. There's no pepper in here, and it's got the flavor.
So I gave a can to a coworker so that she can give it to her dad, and I knew, and she smoked cigars before. And she tended to do the flavor cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But I knew this cigar she could smoke and
To be neutral?
and enjoy it. Yeah, she'd probably enjoy it. And I told her that too. Said you really should smoke one with your dad for Father's Day. Give these to your dad, smoke one with him, and I think you'll be able to get through it pretty well.
And
So,
that's what I said on the
was
previous
good.
show, right? That's what I said in the previous show. Like, if you like, Java or stuff like that, you'll probably like this because right away you pick up some flavor. And it's not one of those tobacco flavor. It's a flavor kind of flavor. It's kind of like, it's got floral. It's got, multitude of different flavor except that pepper. There's no pepper there. So, Sherry says, I like it. Held an ash for halfway through.
Oh, but she didn't beat my ash then.
I think it would be good with the old fashioned. Having with water due to meds. I don't know. Yeah, I having it like last time I had it, with just a soda, and I think it could go well with other stuff. So this time I'm having it with the whiskey, and even that, I think there's got to be something else that's kind of match it better. It's because it's got so much flavor. I don't know if I want to say Dr. Pepper, but it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It's got a little bit floral to it. I think even go with beer because the floralness, but
Would a spiced rum help it?
there's no pepper.
What a spiced
Did you guys taste pepper?
Try it, Bob.
I beat Shelly on the ash. I'm just saying. I did a picture of it.
I mean, I think this cigar was made that it has enough flavor that it can go with, I don't know, a margarita if you wanted to. Because it's got that, it's got a little bit of sweetness to it. It will go with it.
Margarita's got too much citrus, so that'd be kind of weird.
I don't know. I mean, I bought a little bit of lemonade.
Do you like pina coladas?
Getting caught in the rain.
Mhm.
You got half a brain.
Now, if you go with something too sweet, the cigar will taste bitter.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
So I just took a sip of that, and I just took a puff of the cigar. It's weird because when I say there's no pepper, I took a sip of that and smoked this. It kind of have a little bit of pepper at the end.
Yeah.
So I think that this something is a fun cigar. Everybody should go with, different kind of drink to kind of explore this, and it's not expensive, so you can kind of go with a multiple different drink every time to see what you can get with it. But I think they did a good job with this.
Yeah, I agree.
One problem is that it's hard to keep this band on while you're smoking it. They did make it easy enough to
Yeah.
remove, but there's no way to smoke with this tie on.
Right.
I'll turn up the heat. Oh,
For this funky size, the construction's good.
yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. I actually think they did a good job with this. They did a good job with this. What would be one thing you want to change about this packaging?
Nothing. I think it's good.
Nothing.
Maybe a thicker
Is
can.
it a cardboard package?
It's
Yeah.
cardboard, yes.
Then I would probably make it out of plastic.
Okay.
So you can display it.
Or yeah, it'll last longer.
Now the question is,
Perhaps.
if they made a six-pack version, would you buy it?
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
that'd be a box and a half, 1.5 box.
Like if
So-
they
Or would you buy a case?
case of what 24?
Mm,
No, I did give everybody fair warning, right? Because this cigar I think is good. I told everybody to get more if you can, because this is actually not bad. But you know, I will like it when they, you know, it's just 4 cans, right? If anything I want to change is that they make 4 can all look different color. That would be nice.
oh, I know where they messed up on this. Michael knows too.
What?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no dad jokes on the back of the band.
Oh, that
Mm.
I didn't think that was
That would've
necessary
been-
because
that
not
would've
everybody's
been
gonna get it.
Totally fucked up on that, man.
That was a
Totally
missed, that's a missed opportunity, man. It's perfect time.
Or put a dad joke inside the lid.
I think
Yeah.
the dad joke thing is really like you know, certain state kind of thing. Not every state's gonna enjoy it. So
No, Tony. We live in America.
It's
This-
universal,
that
Tony.
is a universal thing, Tony.
Nationwide. It's nationwide.
but yeah,
nationwide.
you know, in what I think is that if they
Because I'm
make
just-
like a can like this, and they make a can with a white background, and they make a can with another, like, you know, 4 different can, 4 different background, that would be pretty cool.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna go on record for this too. This here is evidence that our dad joke cigar would have like took off.
Who said we're not going to do it? Who said we're not going to do it?
I know, but
We're
it's
gonna
on
do
the
it.
heels of this shit. So it's like,
I don't know. You
Whatever.
say it's missed opportunity. Okay, Michael. I mean, not Michael. Martin, what do you think? You think having a dad joke in the back will actually improve it?
Yeah.
How about innocent?
There's
You think
room
if
for it.
there's a dad joke behind it, you'll actually?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Wow, I'm the
Because
only one that didn't care.
That's cool.
I guess I'm the
It
only
just
one that didn't
adds to
care.
the whimsy of it. It just adds to the whimsy.
But like, you know, like how much dad joke can you put on a sheet this tiny?
There's
Yeah,
tons
well,
of
if
short
you
dad
let
jokes.
Albert and James and Jeff get together, they'd work it out.
Maybe some state don't have dads, just honor, just donor.
wow.
So what they got to do? Buy a pack and then bring it to the sperms bank. Everybody get one. There you go. Congratulations, your resume is good enough to donate.
I didn't have a dad. I still get
Well-
dad jokes.
Hmm.
Wait a minute. You can only get one is if your donation was actually used and produced.
Well, it was
Just because you
produced.
donate doesn't mean you're automatically going to get picked.
It was produced. Sure.
It was used and
Perhaps.
produced.
Perhaps.
I mean, that's one statistic you don't want to know, because once you know, you're in a lot of legal issues.
Mm.
So I don't know. Not that kind of donor.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Wait, you don't know
Well,
about
Yeah,
that?
the other one,
I
There's a
can't see
guy-
it. I
there's a
can't
guy
see the
in the
legal
Netherlands that
obligation to it.
Oh no,
So-
Val. What'd you say? You don't know about what?
I can't see like if I was a donor and I donated and it was accepted by someone.
Val, okay, stop there. Val, you do know that donor is liable for child support, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, now you do.
Well,
If you know who
so
the donor is for your sperm baby, you can actually sue them for child support.
A sperm baby? Wouldn't every baby be a sperm baby?
But isn't it supposed to be kept anonymous? So that
That's
shouldn't
why.
happen?
That's why you don't want to know. That's why you don't want to know. If you can find out, so can the other side. Yeah, that's one thing you don't want. There are people that got sued for child support after they have donated their sperm. So
all right. Well,
I don't know. They didn't have to accept it.
doesn't matter. Legally, it's that you just had to be a
Come on.
biological father.
I don't know about that. I'd have.
I know that for sure because I've seen a lot of people getting sued for that.
but there is a guy in the Netherlands that will get fined if he donates again. By the way, just say,
Because he's messing up the DNA pool.
yeah, there's like 750 kids running around.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it'll mess up the DNA pool.
Yeah, he's a baby Genghis Khan.
Anderson, did you go and like donate in the Netherlands or?
Nah, but maybe in the streets of Brooklyn. Else, yes.
And the selection process is brutal, so it's not easy.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's not the best choice. I don't think you get a lot of money for it, but it's not the best choice.
Yeah, the dad joke was a missed opportunity, Tony. You can't convince me otherwise. So
That's totally fine. I mean, I just don't think it's that big deal. But if you think it's a missed opportunity, it's missed opportunity, right? So I didn't think that adding the dad joke on there is gonna influence me whether or not I'll buy it. So
no, it may not, but
so it's
one of
not a
those
missed
extra-
opportunity if it doesn't influence whether or not you will buy it.
all right. There's a city named Wiley in our nearby, right?
Okay.
And their high school uses the mascot of Eagles.
Oh my goodness, they could have had Coyote. What the
They
hell?
could have done coyotes. Yeah, it would have been the Wiley Coyotes.
Good morning.
Missed opportunity.
That's
Missed opportunity.
good.
But that opportunity doesn't benefit anything other than adding a joke. That's not really tangible improvement.
They can process to change the name.
Do you know how
They
much
can vote
morale
to
that would
change it,
build?
yeah.
You know how much morale that would build for that school?
Or how much they'll get sued for the copyright.
Maybe.
So
That's
how
a
is that?
risk you have
How
to be
is that
willing to
missed
take.
opportunity? Is missed opportunity to get sued?
True.
It's a risk you have to be willing to take, man.
No, I don't think so. But that's what I mean. Like a missed opportunity had to be a tangible improvement, or else it's
How
not.
cool! That is a tangible improvement. It would be awesome.
It will be sued.
Not necessarily.
No, I know it will be. Why do fathers
they-
take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing?
In case they get a hole in one.
Oh my god. Wow.
Well, that's
See?
what Gura Parada said.
And in case they have to take a shit in the woods. Yeah, toilet paper. I mean, there's that too. There's that too. Yeah. Michael, you went hunting. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I know.
Well, I would think golf places have a clubhouse where you could take a dump without having to deal with
Well,
that.
if you're on the
but-
back, if you're on the turn, man, you might have to,
Especially if you're in a tournament, you should not be going there.
the turn like between 9th and 10th hole. You might have to.
No, on the golf cart, you'll be back in no time. Yeah. So okay. Hi, James. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
So
Morning, sunshine.
we're talking about that bod today, and you didn't have one yet.
I
So
know you had to think about this dad bod here.
but hey,
That's more like Ursula from like Little Mermaid vibe.
so how will you describe that bod? I mean, that bod is just what, beer tummy? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's called beer tummy.
It's
Wow,
the
that's so cute,
It's
Tony.
basically
Beer,
the Pac-Man.
beer belly.
It's so cute, man. So cute.
It's the Pac-Man figure.
Why do you think they did this? Because you
Right,
you
I
got
understand what it
normal
is. I'm
sunshine.
just wanting to see
Jersey.
everybody's opinion on that. Is that the dad bod, does it include or is missing, or is it had to have certain quality other than beer belly?
Yeah, it does. You got to be a little bit portly. It is what it is.
Portly. That's not
Yeah.
fat. That's
Portly.
portly.
Yeah, it sounds nice.
So that's all it is. It's just had to be somewhat vertically enhanced.
You're horizontally enhanced. You're not vertically enhanced.
Your six packs though are covered up by a
Keg.
barrel, you know.
Fucking keg.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, those kegs take a lot of time to make, man. That's a lot of investment.
Okay. All right. If you feel that way, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Before we go
Tony-
too far, and then that shameless, product placement just comes out. Martin is wearing his new merch somewhere, someplace.
One squamash.
So
Also, if you got a
We brought
dad
it up.
bod, you got to use forceps to show your biceps. You know.
Nice.
when he brought it up, I do have new merch for a new project that I'm going to be working on. It is the Martin Amaya Once Famous merch. And I actually, during the live, received my first order.
Nice.
Okay.
What's
So
famous?
that's two, okay? That's two right there. That's two mentions per one show. That's two right there. So
Nice.
So if I
we'll
just
put it out
take
there.
my Martina Maya t-shirt and put "Once Famous" across the front of it, you know.
But you don't get the back at it again in the back.
Back at it again. Back
Yeah.
at it again.
In the
Oh,
back.
yeah. Well, I could do that.
So just they're telling you, Martin is trying to get his way back, but to get his way back, supporters needed. Anyways.
Well, I support him already, so
That's
I never
always
quit
the boy
supporting him.
raised the single mom that ended up with dad bods. They always wanted a father figure. Wow, really?
Nice.
I can't see that. What
It's coming up. It's coming up. It takes a few seconds. I just
That's
read it
what
out
she
loud
said.
for you guys. So
It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
wow.
It's like what
Wow.
was that Family Guy? It's like,
Wow.
almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done.
All right. You
All right. The question:
get
if
tossing softballs out there. You.
if this cigar was $8 each, would you still buy it?
Hmm.
8,
That's pushing it.
That's pushing it.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe.
It needs a little more. It needs a little something else.
Bigger size?
No, it needs a little something else flavor wise to start getting that next tier.
Okay. Since Martin brought up bigger size, would you like the cigar in a Solomon? Because that's a bigger size technically at this.
Which cigar?
Dad bod.
Dad bod.
I don't know if I would like it in the size it is now, so I can't answer that question.
Well, the consensus is that this cigar is good. So
Okay, I assume it's good, but
If they were going to translate this into a Solomon, they'd have to put something else to it because it would be so smooth in that bigger size that it would actually be very, very flat.
So strength and spice.
if they
Yeah.
translated into a Solomon, would that make it a king size?
Maybe.
hold on a second. Let's see if I have one available.
Welcome to the show, James.
You're welcome.
I could have swear I was looking at one today.
Solomon?
It would definitely be mine, by the way, James.
Yeah,
If it was a Solomon, it would be mine.
Nice.
that's for sure. Yeah.
I was looking at a longer size today.
King Solomon's mines. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I get you. I get it. I got it. I got you.
Hold on a
Yeah.
second. Give me a second.
That'd be a golden opportunity.
It was always so stingy with that. They never called it King Solomon's Hours.
I know, right? It's on his mind.
It's always King Solomon's Mine.
That's what happens when you have cigars all over the place. Now, when you're looking for it, you can't find it.
Yeah. Need to get some control over that shit, Tony.
You know, I should. Where's my entire box of that?
On the floor. Look on the floor, Tony.
You
Yeah,
see that
Tony
bundle right
probably-
there?
Tony
You see
probably
the-
still got some box of filthy Vikings in there.
You see the stash of fucking egg rolls there, man?
What about it?
Yeah, you see it, bragger.
Hey, check under there.
Yeah, we see that stash of egg rolls in there.
I could have swear that I saw the punch in a different size today, and I was comparing it, and it is probably most likely on the floor. Hold on.
I gotta find my original egg rolls. I have them somewhere. I just gotta find them.
If it's on the floor, would it be in here?
It's not nice to compare sizes. Sonny.
Why not?
No, it's not here. Is it over there?
Uh-oh.
Where is it?
Somebody stole it.
Cigar down. Cigar down.
It's just in Wagner today.
Where could you be?
Yeah, this Michael, this Sereno is like a tasty cigar, bro.
The double X, right? 20 year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got. I think I have. I have to look. I think I have like a couple more boxes of those. Pretty
Well,
sure I do.
it couldn't be far because it's entire box somewhere.
You still have those Perfecto samplers?
Ooh, let me look.
Yeah, Tony keeps all his cigars on the floor in his room.
I might not have any more.
His cigars don't get mold; they get athlete's foot.
Nice.
You're trying too hard, James.
I think this is it. No, it's not. All right.
Oh, only the foot of the cigar, though.
I could have swear I saw it today. Where could it be?
This is riveting content.
Oh, now it's the question. Whether or not I will
Somebody
find
smoking
it.
that.
Would I find it?
What's everybody smoking today?
Yeah, that's a nice cigar, dude. Says you only have 2 5-packs left.
Well, no, I might have a box or two. I'm just saying. I have to double check.
A box or
They
two
might
of
have-
what?
They might have been in the overstock stuff
I
when I
had
got
the
the last order.
I had the longer version of their original size thing. So they actually have that. Oh, looks like a Solomon, but it's not like the. It's like a Dabot extended. I want to show you guys a comparison.
Oh yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah,
But I can't find it right now. I literally saw it today.
are
But-
those? I think they're what 6-inch? Are they 6-inch?
They're long.
Yeah, I think they're 6-inch.
And I was gonna see if you guys would rather have that size, but the thing is that I think that would take away the fun of it. Like when you give that present to someone that probably smoked cigar the first time, that would be way too much.
Yeah, it's the right size, man.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I think the way they made it, they put it together is a full package for sure. It's definitely a good way of they did it right. Their marketing guy, props to you. So
It could be a girl. It could have been a girl.
Very true.
even more so if that was a girl,
Could have been
I
vague.
mean,
right? Even more so
all
if
you
that
did
was.
all you did was look at the packaging on that thing and say, "I gotta have those cigars."
Well, that's me. That's me. That's kind of like
No, that was probably pretty much every guy that's
Everybody.
on that packaging.
to make it easier. They could now when you say missed opportunity, they could have put a dad joke somewhere in the bottom, like maybe the bottom here, something like that.
There's not a dad joke on the
No,
there's
back
one
side
on
of
the
the band.
There's one on the bottom.
There isn't.
I made you look. Made you look.
No, I want to show it. There is. So
Why didn't
I
they
mean-
put one on the band? That was a missed opportunity to put a dad joke on the back side of the band.
I still don't think it's a missed opportunity because it's not enhancing anybody's purchase. So
Well, they put fortunes on the inside of the punch egg rolls.
sure, and punch egg roll is probably easier to make too, right? But here's the thing.
Yeah.
Let's say if they did put a dad joke in there and they increase the cigar by $1, would you still be okay with it?
Why would they increase it by $1 just to
Printing
add a
costs
dad
money.
joke?
Printing double side costs money.
It don't cost $1.
Well, you gotta print multiple different one joke in there, right? Not just one joke. You gotta put multiple joke in there.
It don't cost $1 still.
It would if you're printing, let's say you're printing 1,000 bands, and then technically that 1,000 band had to be split to 4 different jokes or 5 different jokes. Now you're actually
And you
printing
say
only
that costs
200 bands.
$1,000, $1,000.
Well, yeah, you can't calculate how much it costs by just that. You got to calculate how much work they had to go through to put it together. Right? Let's say if they did increase by $1, would you buy it?
We're not well because it's not going to cost $1. The bands don't even cost $1.
Well, that's pointless. The point is that I said
No,
if
it's
they
not.
added that and they increased by $1, would you buy it? Not it actually costs $1.
Why would I pay an extra $1 for something that costs maybe 3
God.
cents, maybe
So
3
you can
cents
get
more?
so you can get the joke.
You kind of missed the point here, right? Albert is missed opportunity, right? So I say if the production cost and all that stuff, I think that to equate to the work is $1 per cigar, and they
That's
increase by
like-
$1.
That's like saying if I
It's
I made a
hypothetical.
laser,
It's
if I
hypothetical.
made let's say if I made a laser printer print color, a black and white laser printer print color, would you buy it? You know, instead of a,
I'm in jail,
instead of a
Tony.
black and white one.
Yo, lock him up.
Did you not understand that I'm asking a hypothetical question?
Yeah, but you're making it like
And it's obviously it's extraordinarily not worth it. But I'm asking you, would that still be worth it to you?
yeah, but I was asking for a realistic question and not a.
Well, but I'm the one that's asking the hypothetical question. Why would you ask me a realistic question over that? Because obviously
Well,
they
I
didn't
thought
do
we-
it.
I thought you were being halfway serious with this conversation, but I guess you weren't. So.
Oh my God, Lord save me.
Oh, now you want to pray to God.
Now he wants.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
Now he wants to be a Christian.
What makes you think? Wait, when I say, "Oh my God, Lord save me," it does still not describe Christian.
Yes, it does.
No, it
It's
doesn't.
an interpretation. It does.
But
Yeah,
you
we
know,
know-
There's lots of religions that have a Lord, you know.
Nope.
I
Not
don't know
the.
many
No,
of
no,
them.
no, not the Lord.
No, I don't know about that.
no, because I can say any God, right? There could be any God. It would be God.
And he didn't even say God; he said Lord, and the Lord.
And I said,
yeah,
Lord, save
you're
me, right?
You know,
That could be any Lord.
No,
Landlord,
that's not even,
a
that's
state
not even
lord.
king.
No,
That's not even king.
No.
save me,
You
that's
said
Lord
you
save me,
said, "Dear God, please, Lord, save me."
Yes, he did.
No, I say, oh my God, Lord, save me.
There you go. So
Amen.
that is not, Tony.
Amen.
That's all. It's only one. It only goes one way.
No,
Tony.
it doesn't,
One way.
because I did not say
Amen.
Jesus
My
Christ
God,
save me.
He said, "Oh my God, that could be any God."
Yeah, it
you
could be
know?
my
No.
God. My God's different than your God, right?
Nope. Nope.
Uh-uh.
Tony's God
Sorry.
could be a computer.
No,
AI.
my God didn't have a
No.
son called Jesus Christ.
Allah Akbar.
We can fix that, Tony. It's okay.
All right.
So, what's everybody smoking?
But going back
Another-
to this,
Another dad bod.
it wouldn't be $1 or $1 a band.
It wouldn't, but I'm saying if they did, would you still buy it? Obviously.
Come on now. But we're talking about the band. We're talking about how much would it really cost?
Yeah, it's an
Well,
unrealistic.
how much would it
question.
cost? Probably wouldn't cost anything. Or in the grand scheme of things,
Oh, so now it don't cost anything.
yeah. I'm
It
saying
don't
that if
cost
they did,
anything.
I'm saying
It's a
if they
missed
did, would you?
opportunity.
My
Yeah,
question was
the whole
if they
argument
did, would
just
you still
flew
buy
out
it
the window,
at
man.
$6?
You
Like
know what happened?
I would buy it at 6. Would I buy it at 8? No.
This conversation just got flushed down the porcelain god.
Nice.
there's more than one God contrary to American belief. Thank you.
I disagree.
You can, and that's your right to do it. That's fine. But
That's
you know,
right.
my Buddha says otherwise. You know, so. By the way, Buddha is not a god. Yes, sir.
No, he's a man. That did not follow his own teachings.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I don't want to see a Buddha anyway.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh shit.
No, it's true. Buddha is a human being. He
Yeah.
died for eating mushroom. So
Yeah. He was
That's a whole
looking for
nother
the
rabbit hole
magic
conversation.
mushroom. He's on the non-magic
Green
mushroom.
mushrooms, I didn't die.
That's the one guy that probably could use more than one sock at the field.
Uh-huh. He would get a hole in one.
Oh, you get holding a lot of ones. He died from explosive diarrhea. So, what do you expect?
Well, that's what most golfers do, is get a hole in a lot of ones.
And the Greek guy is, yeah, Greek guy.
One and one. And one.
Greek guy did. End of semester,
Seventh
now I
grade.
have time to handle it. Yeah, nice, Raymond.
Well, to change the subject, I have a friend that is trying to sell his horse.
Oh, dad joke coming. Dad joke's coming.
Oh my god!
You know it's coming.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Because it's a weird horse too, because it's named Mayo, but he's tired of it because it neighs all the time.
Mayonnaise. Okay, I've got a good one. This one is it is humorous. Okay, so this guy's driving his wife to the hospital because she's going into labor. Boom, it's going down. Okay, so she ends up having the baby in the car. So he named the baby Carson.
Carson? Okay.
Oh my god.
Carson?
Yes.
Carson the doorman.
Yeah. If I had a kid and that happened and he didn't get that, I'd be like, you are not my son. What is wrong with you?
I always wonder how people can have their baby delivered on an airplane when they forbid you to go on an airplane after a certain amount of pregnancy. So I always wonder how that works.
I mean, if you're pregnant with twins, triplets, that time frame is a lot less.
It doesn't matter. I think they forbid you from going on an airplane after 6 or 7 months of pregnancy. You
I know,
cannot
but if
go on an
6
airplane.
months
Yeah,
pregnant,
because
that's
you
better.
could actually end up having a early birth on
Right.
on the plane. And they
So I don't
want
know
that.
how that worked. Like, there are still people that have their baby delivered, in an airplane.
They had it delivered. They flew up in a plane next to it and brought it.
No, they're literally still it's still in the air, and then the baby came out. So now they had to decide which nationality this baby's gonna be because it's crossing
Did
the
it have a little?
international
Did it have a
border.
little parachute and everything? Because he's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
come
Yeah,
on.
they just open the
Stork.
freaking gate and toss the baby down. There you go. You can have it.
There's a stork.
Yeah,
What it is, they don't want that to
You
happen.
said the baby was up on the plane and the baby came, they were in a plane and the baby came out.
No, the storks would get sucked into the
The engine. That's dangerous. Yeah.
bird strike.
So, yeah.
That's probably what it was. There's a bird strike, so the storks will not deliver.
And just happened that airplane is FedEx.
Oh Lord.
Talking about airplane, I was watching videos of I believe it was May 6 or 7 in the Narita airport in Japan. For like a couple hours, airplane was doing go-arounds one after another. They cannot land.
Oh wow.
The crosswind was so weird. All the airplane was shaking left and right when they take approach, and all of them had to go around. And what people don't realize is that in Narita airport, when they say go around, it's not like 2-minute go around. It's like 15-minute go around.
We did that in LA when we were landing in Los Angeles. We had to come around 3 times it was like 45 minutes of flying. Mhm.
Yeah, so all the airplane went around, and then because of all this go around, all the airplane for that night was canceled, and they had a huge riot in the airport because everybody missed their connection flight. Had to stay.
Michael, I thought you
Go ahead.
were talking about that guy that was giving his sister a ride to the hospital because she's going to have a baby, and they got in a car wreck. And so she like went into a coma. And like 3 months later, she wakes up and she's like, "What happened?" And he's like, "Well, we got in a car wreck, you went into coma, but you had the babies. You had a boy and a girl. So twins."
You can be in a coma and a baby will still come out.
Yeah. So he goes, but I had to name your kids for you because Social Security and all that shit. Like I named the girl Denise, and she's like, "Well, what'd you name the boy? The nephew?"
Wow, Tony, sometimes you are so slow on the uptake on the good dad jokes, man.
Yeah, that's not as bad though as I
I
thought.
ran out of drink already. Come on, I ran out of drink already.
It was in the news recently about the lady that had triplets, and then like 3 months later she had twins.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Because one of them died.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh my God, James.
Oh, James.
Stop, dude.
We know this is gonna happen when both Albert and James are on. So, and I
Yeah.
prepped a drink and I don't have enough. Damn it.
Hey, what do we tell you guys? This is a preface to what Miami's going to be.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo,
All right. So now,
Let me see-
with
let me
that
see
being
what
Some of y'all
said,
already paid for this shit. Some of you already paid for it, so get ready.
I think we need to start a fund for bail money.
Yeah.
well, for James, not for me. Not for
Oh,
me.
definitely for you, Innocent. Who else
No,
is gonna
we
be?
need to start a child support pool for innocent.
Yeah, for real. Because the way my child support works, you
The way
know,
my bank account's set up, like I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah.
they see that shit. They're like, yo, we spend extra money.
Now, here's the thing, though.
Yeah,
Like,
might
if
think
you have
he's-
to pay child support and you need to bail money, do you still have to pay child support that month?
I don't even think they sell hay in Florida.
Hell yeah.
But you already spent all your money on the bail. You don't have money for child support.
They
So
don't-
so you get
bail-
rearrested.
bail of what?
So you need 2 bails now.
Yo,
Of what?
Yeah.
You
One
got to
for
get
the
arrested
horse.
for not paying.
Yeah, like bailing wire.
Yeah. Bail of what? What you said? We need 2 bails. 2 bails of what?
Bailing. You gotta have bailing wire.
Are we
gotta have
going
one
that?
bail
Are we
for
going that
mail.
route? Are we going that route?
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
bails of what?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe tomorrow, right?
You gotta have one bail for mayo, otherwise he's gonna name.
Mhm.
Nice.
Innocent. What did you say? You gonna? Can you repeat that?
I said, I'm gonna start a GoFundMe so this way I can.
Innocent. Work for your damn money. Go start OnlyFans, not GoFundMe. Come on, work for your damn money.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, I don't think anybody want to see my hammer toe feet, man.
I
And the
saw a
quick- and the
video
quick-
of this guy protesting against the equal job, equal pay thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was saying how GoFund, OnlyFans is not paying the male equally.
Nice.
That's awesome. Oh man.
You know, they were like, he was arguing all the women just had to show a picture of their chest and they get paid X amount of money,
paid.
but he's showing everything plus and then some, and he's not getting paid the same. At the protest, it was funny. I thought it was funny.
It's a slim market. It's a slim market, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We don't get nothing when we show our chest.
Right.
So everybody look forward to Martina Maya's OnlyFans page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's gonna be nothing on there but fans.
This is
Oh,
like
shit.
electric fans. Like there's a one
Yeah,
button
but
one,
it-
there's a touch button one.
Fan reviews.
A ceiling fan.
Ceiling
Yeah,
fan.
but I mean, I'm just, not a fan of his back,
And that's the next store, by the way, Michael. OnlyFans.
Only fans.
That's all we
I like
sell.
that. Yeah.
Is fans.
I only
What
knock
kind do you
up an
need?
anti-vaxxer because 8 years old of child support is better than 18. What?
What did he say?
Oh my God.
Anti-vax. Oh wow, because he's assuming the kids are gonna die because they're gonna get some kind of disease and die.
How's he not on this? How's he not on this line? That's what I want to know.
He's going at it today.
Yeah.
He's really going at it today. Holy shit.
Great. Whatever.
Yo, let me see how the travel people.
What happened? He's got a phone call? Did his boyfriend call him?
Probably.
He said he's going to try to. So
What do you
let's see
call?
what's the price. What do you call?
Who did he call? Boyfriend. Hi, how you doing? What you doing tonight? $20 is 20
What
bucks.
what kind of what do gay horses eat? Hey.
Oh my god!
That's so old, dude.
I never heard that
So
one.
Tony,
That
Tony,
one's a
You
good
guys
one.
want
I
to
want-
hear?
Tony,
you guys want to hear
quick,
a dirty joke?
look at your nails. Tony, real
Wanna hear
quick, look at
dirty
your nails.
Look at my nails.
I want you to look at your fingernails real quick.
Okay.
No, wait, you got to do this on camera. Look at your fingernails.
What? Look at my fingernail.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, you're not gay
What?
because a dude who looks at his fingernails like this, a gay guy, would be like, oh.
I was like that.
There's no reason for guys to do like this. You only do this if your finger is colored, so that you don't want it to get it on your palm. So you do it
Exactly.
this
That's what I said. Like, straight guys don't. We look at our nails like this. Gay guys like, hey, what do you mean? What's wrong?
way. Yeah, I guess it's a bad habit. I cut my nail like this, so I always look at my nail this way.
No, you're supposed to look at your nails like that.
Okay.
You're a man. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hell yeah! Yeah!
You don't do it this way because then you'll be drinking Bud Light and shit.
Does people do it? Oh yeah, girl does that, right? It's like, oh, look at my nail. It's so good today.
Oh my goodness, I chipped it. Oh my gosh. My accent nail.
Wait, my wife look at her nail this way too.
Okay, no, but she probably does it with like her wrist and stuff like this though. Women they have specific
Well,
ways.
that's okay. It means your
can do
wife's
it
not
either way.
gay either. Okay.
Women can do it either way.
Yeah. But if a guy can only do it this way. Because if you're doing it this way, there's something wrong.
What
And
about
I
this
can't even
way?
put my
What about
fingers
this
together
way?
because they're all jacked up.
Like that, but like this.
The same thing, because
Well,
you're looking at
if
it like
you're
this.
Trekkie, if you're a Trekkie, you do it this way.
Like
You're
that. Dude,
Yeah.
mine's almost that way. I can't hardly put my fingers together. It's how my hand.
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's
guys
hard to
maybe
put
do on the
together.
screen. I don't even know how to do it. Like when I look at it, my hand's low, and then I just bend my fingers in.
Well, say if you're into Star Wars, you do it this way, right?
Long live and peace.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, you always look. You just turn over and look, right? You don't go like, you know. You just go. Eh. I don't know.
And you also should not show your nails to someone else like this.
Look at them. Oh my goodness. Look how messed up they
So
are.
isn't that everybody who is in the NBA does that? This is how you throw the ball.
Nice. You gotta have that follow through that link, Prince.
You know, you just gotta do this. Let it
There
fall
was a
through.
thing about NBA, by the way. I'm just gonna say, I was talking to a guy, and he was like, in the '80s, I think it was the '80s, they were all kissing each other on the court.
For what? Oh, that's
The NBA. No, I'm serious.
Is that what happened to Magic Johnson?
That was the argument he was making, is that they're always going up and kissing each other on the court.
Well, I don't think it's any better for smacking each other in the ass, but I guess that, you know.
I don't get
I
that
don't
either. What
think-
is up with that?
They might have been. I don't think they were swabbing tongues, though. I mean, come on.
No, but they were definitely being affectionate. It was weird.
They were checking tonsils. It is what it is. You know.
I'm gonna Google it.
Oh
though.
my God, Gorat. He said, thank Buddha. What the fuck? I just said, Buddha is not a replacement God. Buddha is a human.
Yeah. Buddha's a dude.
Buddha's a
He's a
dude.
fat dude.
He's a fat dude
Well,
that
see,
eats meat.
well, they can say if you ascend to that certain level, you can be like there's been many Buddhas, right?
No, there's one Buddha.
Okay, I'll just
Well,
Question.
but then there's a difference between the level of Buddha, right? So you get Buddha, you got
Right.
Ami Buddha, you know? There's
Do a search,
there's
man.
different Buddha.
Do a search. Do a search. NBA players kissing each other. Look it up. You can show
We
it.
already move on from that. It's okay.
No,
They can kiss
I'm
each other.
serious. Do it. Do it.
I don't
Come on,
want
man.
my search result to have NBA people kissing each other.
And then you'll see it for a week.
Yeah,
Just because
Buddha
you're talking
is
about
just
it,
it's a
pop up on
title.
Google.
It's a title given to that one person, and there's obviously other type of Buddha, but then they have a different name.
oh, okay.
Not like Ami Buddha. There's other Buddhas, right?
There's Army Buddha.
Ami Buddha, yeah. So
He's dressed
AMI.
up in
That's
camo,
just a
he's got a
pronunciation.
gun.
No, it's just a pronunciation. Here.
So you keep your search history, Tommy?
I do. There is I can't even pronounce these. So Buddha just means awakened, and then they have the title in front of it, and then Buddha.
Gotcha.
So-
Yeah, I can't pronounce any of these. So they're like Indian sutra names.
Yeah, that's the thing, dude. It was like Magic Johnson and
See, I was right. I was right, Val.
Isaiah Thomas.
I don't ever remember seeing.
Dude, look, it's on the internet, dude. They got pictures of it.
I ain't gonna research that.
See, I was right, Val. You see, that's what happened to Magic Johnson. That's how it started.
See, I'm gonna worship the Rip Van Winkle Buddha. He awakened after 100 years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So here's an example. This is Amida Buddha.
Where did this go? Hell.
Okay, here we go. Save.
He had to
We're
answer the
on a
call.
different subject there, Tony.
I get to decide the subject. That's the good part.
Yeah.
Come on, load. It's not.
So apparently your RAM was the issue. Now everything's working
Yep,
squeaky clean. Good.
it seems that
Like-
way at least.
So we troubleshot that like a beast, man.
Get things done.
It was obvious.
So this is Amida Buddha. So that's another Buddha.
Ah,
Right, Buddha is just enlightened. So
I never did meet a Buddha, so
I don't think you want to, because if you met one, either you're enlightened or you're dead.
yeah.
true.
So, and if you're enlightened, you're actually on the path to die.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
You're on your
Another
path to
Buddha?
your transcendence.
Yeah, because once you're enlightened, you go to this fasting. You stop eating, and then next thing you become a relic. So
See, that's how we know Buddha didn't fall. That motherfucker wasn't fasting for shit.
yeah, he's not. He's the fat Buddha. So rub his tummy, get rich. That's what they say.
there's some skinny Buddhas too.
Skinny Buddha. There is, but then they're not classified as Buddha anymore. So most of Buddha are pretty big.
There, I didn't meet a Buddha, huh?
Huh? So yeah, you didn't meet a Buddha.
You might have met a Swami or something like that.
You might just meet another person who drinks enough beer. No. So
Well,
whatever.
there's a Buddha's,
There's
what
not
was
a
the
bit of
Buddha's
it.
name that you met?
So what?
What was the Buddha's name that you met?
I had never met one.
Well, you said I met a Buddha.
Amida Buddha.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
you
You
meet
meet a Buddha. You're gonna meet one. Okay.
No, it's one made out of meat. Meat a Buddha. Goodness.
And it's really funny because we call it Buddha, but the spelling is definitely not Buddha. So it's spelled Amitabha.
Oh wow.
That's some good tacos. Baja tacos.
That's good stuff.
What?
Who doesn't like some shrimp tacos, man?
Who got shrimp tacos?
We said
Buddha.
Buddha.
Right?
Val
Good
turned
subject.
down. Val turned down shrimp and grits.
Yeah.
rightfully so, but that's okay. I would eat it if somebody made it for me. I would eat it. That would not be my preferred thing.
It would if you after you ate it, it would be your preferred thing the next time you ate it.
No,
Just to put it out
I've had
there-
shrimp and grits before.
Just to put it out there, I know this particular name, Amida Buddha, is because that's actually my protection Buddha. Everybody, like there's 12 protection Buddha for each month. So
Okay. For each month?
That's April.
one for each month.
Oh, one for each month. Okay.
I was like, man, that's a lot. That's 144 Buddhas. That's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's about how many cookies my wife made yesterday.
Well, there
It
is
looked like it.
other Buddhas, right? There's other deities, or it's actually very complicated. I'm heaven's full of gods.
No.
However you
My
want.
wife made like about 12 dozen cookies yesterday.
You eat 12 dozen cookies?
No, my wife made 12 dozen cookies yesterday.
How do you think he got that dad bod? I told you, it's a lot of
James,
effort and investment.
James, just because your wife made 12 dozen cookies does not mean you didn't eat 12,000 dozen cookies, because eventually you had to eat them.
Okay, I did not eat them yet.
Exactly. Yes, that caveat.
You still had to eat them, so you will end up eating them.
I won't get to eat very many of them because my kids are coming over to visit today.
No.
Yeah, because it's Mother's Day today. So
Oh, yeah.
Well, hide them.
Why?
I can't. You can't hide that many cookies. Not
Sure you
like-
can.
No, that's not
Sure
true.
you can.
That's not true.
Sure you
That's not
can.
true. Put it all in your cigar humidors. They will not find it.
I'll hide them in my dad bod. That's where I hide them.
The best place to hide them. Wait, Michael,
Sherry
why are you
said
smoking
halfway
now?
through. Yeah, another dad bod. I'm halfway through. I'm gonna see if I can get it to stay longer. We'll see.
Then you have to stop
Oh.
tinkering with it. You have to hold it up like that now.
I told Val I was starting something new. I'm going to have cookies in a jar.
Yesterday I was having like a trip to memory. I mean, that's really nice for me to smoke another Cigars Daily Filthy
Oh,
Viper.
yeah.
It kind of bring back memories.
Dude, and that was like, bar none, the best Rocky Patel cigar I've ever had.
Right? I mean, that's a pretty
Yeah.
good cigar. It still smoked really well. I was smoking it. I was like thinking about how Shadow Smoke Legion started and all that stuff. It's really nice.
Mhm.
For people that still have it, congratulations. That is probably I understand is that because he changed to Plasencia, the blend is not gonna be exactly because Rocky Patel probably owns that blend. But I'm surprised that it can go that close. Like I think it's very different to me, the new one.
Yeah.
I'm
It is.
surprised that like if you have like 99% the same or one change, wouldn't that be enough?
No, but the old one was also made in Honduras.
That's probably why I like it so much.
Had,
Yes, that's gonna change it.
I don't think I've had the new one other than the Lancero.
The new one the Lancero is the closest one to that flavor, but I don't think it's exact. It's hard. It's just not the same.
No, the original was really, really buttery and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
And
popcorn. man.
I thought he was bullshit when he said he got buttered popcorn, but I smoked it. Sure enough, I got buttered
Legit, yeah.
How
Yeah,
much
but
you
you
wanna
get
put this in?
crayon out of
So-
cigars too. So
And
No,
after
that's not how
that-
it works.
I only got buttered popcorn in one of the cigar. I can't remember what it was.
It goes really good with coffee. Like I really enjoyed it yesterday. I was like, that
Oh,
was
yeah.
my last one. That is my last one, and I don't have anyone. And that's like I don't know
You
what
probably
got to my
got-
mind where I want to smoke that one.
Tobacco-
you probably got some more somewhere. They're just hidden in one of your other houses.
I wonder
Probably
what
put the other
tobacco gives you
cigars.
butter.
So what?
Like what tobacco gives you butter? I wonder because like there's a cigar I smoked. It was called a Butera, and it was supposed to be like a buttery type cigar. I wonder what tobacco it is.
A lot of times on that one, I think it was that specific wrapper, that specific Habano wrapper.
I don't know. I guess I just
My
like Honduras cigar more. So like when that one hits right every part of it. So,
Well, yeah, it had a little sweetness.
Yeah.
The sweetness and all. Yeah, it's
It's too bad. It's too bad. He should make something that's close enough to that.
I had a cigar called a margarina one time. It didn't taste like butter though.
Yeah, probably not. A little more plastic. A little more plastic
Well,
like.
I had this champagne. It doesn't taste like champagne at all.
Kind of like margarine, you know. So
And I'm very glad that Daba doesn't taste like Daba.
Musty,
Very true.
musk.
Yeah. Yesterday
Hey.
I was like, I was in a really good mood. I don't know why I just like decided to take that one and smoke it, but it was good.
Well, yep.
If anybody still have it, want to trade, I'm more than happy to trade yours.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. If anybody still have their original, I'll trade.
I think the last original I had was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, 3 years ago.
Who still got original Voyage cigars?
I do.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
I think I still have it.
I think I smoked my last Voyage on the 2-year anniversary. I think.
So are we getting a new cigar in Florida?
What new cigar?
Are we getting a new cigar in Florida?
Yeah, a new Legion cigar in Florida.
Are you paying for that?
Kind of.
Maybe. Could be. I don't know. I don't know. I can't make promises because every time I make a promises.
I know. That's the hard part.
Promises.
Right?
Ooh,
Can't
Martini.
make promises.
How
on
many
that.
you still got?
He bought a bunch just like a few months ago. Oh yeah, a few months ago, last year. He bought a bunch to fill his like humidor. They have one humidor, just have that.
My autographed humidor from the Arizona meet has like maybe 8 of them left.
Nice.
I still probably have 3 or 4 of those left. So, but hey, you know, you never know. You never know. Cause
It's
you
a
never
good-
know,
Anniversary type of cigar, something to smoke,
right? I mean,
something to celebrate. Celebrate the
You could
Legion.
do the Perdomo anniversary.
but
Well,
that's
I'm talking
that's
about the
but
Legion,
that's Podomo's anniversary, not our anniversary.
the Legion anniversaries.
Oh,
There Hey, Albert, you might have beat me on that one.
There you go.
there we go. He still have 4. That's good.
Nice.
So he's still all set for the next 4 years.
Yeah. I
Oh,
bought a
Sherry
box
have one
of them
still.
back then,
Sherry still have
remember?
one.
Nice.
I bought 20 of them back then in the day.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him for a while, so I don't know if he's still selling it. So, but yeah, eventually, I think eventually you have something. But yeah, I think that maybe Rocky Patel should have used that blend and make another cigar. I would have bought it.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why they didn't. Like it would be nice if we can buy that cigar blend.
So yeah, so here's the gamble is like trying all the Rocky Patel shit to see which one it is.
Well, you don't have to check. You don't have to try the old ones, right? You already know how the old ones taste like. So every
Yeah,
time they have a
agreed.
new one,
Yeah, that's still, it's like a crapshoot.
right?
And for
'Cause-
you, you got to buy a
You
box.
gotta remember this.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's a good one.
all the good group buy we used to do.
That is a good cigar.
Yep.
James, smoke your cigars, man.
I know, right?
I do. I do smoke my cigars. I just don't get around to all of the good ones.
Right? Eventually the
Well,
good one
go.
goes bad.
What?
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's really nice. I think that's one of those things that cigar does too. Is also brings back memory, or
I'm done with this digger. I'm done with it.
come on, you gotta finish it so you can go to sleep right after.
It's losing flavor. I'd rather smoke this.
You sure you want to waste that right now? How many more did you
I'm not
say?
gonna waste it. No. Okay, let me say this. I'm not wasting it. I had a great week this week. I had a very pleasant Monday because I was able to sign or start the process on a year-long fucking problem that I've had. So, okay,
Okay,
here we go.
all right, here we go. There we go. Congrats. That's a good thing. Having a good week's good. How many people had a good week today, this week?
I had a good week.
Had a good week? James, did you have a
There's
good week?
no.
So I'm gonna celebrate with you guys. Here we go.
I don't never have a good week.
What? Val, did you have a good week?
I had a pretty good week, actually. Had a good day yesterday.
No, Sherry
I
had a
might
good
have
week. Sherry had a good week.
Good
Sherry
week
definitely
in
had a good week.
September.
Mike had a good week, right?
Eh.
Eh.
there
Well, best I can say is I didn't have a crappy week. Okay.
you go.
My week consists of my wife keep telling me about what she want to do when she go to Germany.
Nice.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, like it's really tough because like I told you guys, right? My wife want to do racing when she goes to Germany,
Cool.
and obviously Mercedes have those racing sessions in Germany certain times. So that means we had to go there at that certain time. That means the event had to be that certain time for us to go.
Okay.
And then, like,
Ah,
my wife at the
good.
same time looking up like all the YouTube video, and all you hear is pickpockets.
In Germany?
In Europe overall,
Yeah. Not
Paris
in
the
Germany
most,
so
mostly
much.
Paris, but
Not much in Germany. I mean, not like it doesn't happen, but it doesn't happen a lot.
they're usually saying like public transportation, trains and stuff is where the pickpocket is most active. So, yeah, I mean, if I'm going by myself, it's not as annoying, but like if I have to plan things, that's when it gets annoying. I don't know, but
Just because
yeah.
we're dudes, we don't. Well, guys usually don't care. We just kind of do whatever.
Right. And I was telling my wife I need to go to Arizona, not for business, just hang out. And now she want to go too. I was like, what are you gonna do? Get on the resort. But then I had to find a resort. And then we had to go to Texas. I don't have that much time. I don't know what to do.
Plus, you got your business trips you have to think about too, right?
Right. That's why I don't have that much time. I was like, I had to go to all these places. I can't because I don't have that much time.
I think I probably got a better chance of getting shot in the United States than getting pickpocketed over here in Europe.
Well, see,
So you have a slim chance of either, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. My friend went to UK and he got pickpocketed. So passport, wallet, all gone.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like if you gotta take something, just at least leave in the passport, right? So I don't know. 2025, 2026, maybe 2025. Germany will happen for sure because my wife want to go.
Yes.
Just what month? But you guys gotta understand, if I'm gonna plan one, it gotta be my time. It gotta be whenever they have that race to go to. So just heads up. Sometime in June, I guess.
Well,
That's perfect.
Just as long as
Bob?
me and Michael can have another race, be good.
Yeah, I will. I would have less ballast in the car this time.
Okay, I'm looking up the time. Just look at the time, right? Before we go today. Oh, it's writing my search result. So the month are, where is it?
Oh, it's in Nuremberg even. That's nice.
Did you look it up?
There's a AMG performance training in Nuremberg.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Nice.
And
Well,
that's,
let me know. So I'll probably plan.
well,
for
that
too.
one's August. I haven't seen the other one. Hold on. I swear I saw one in June. These are August. Oh, maybe because this because it's for 2023. 2024 they already have a schedule for 2024, and there was some in June. And I'm looking, well, obviously use that to kind of gauge what I got to
You're
do
right.
for 2025.
yeah.
And those people who might be interested, it's gonna be about 1,850 euro per person.
Hey.
Wow. I gotta really start saving.
I brought my wife to one of those, and she said that is one of her best, most fun
Enjoyable?
summer she have ever had.
Yeah, they
fun.
have it from May to September.
Yeah, I think it's May or June. I think it's June for that particular one I was looking at. But she said that is her most fun summer she have ever had. With being with me all these years, that's her most fun she ever had.
Nice.
And that money includes the lesson, all the cards, gasoline, all the insurance, all that stuff. You don't have to pay any penny more. Everything is included. And that's what you want to do. So
Nice.
I have to make sure it happens. Yeah.
I might have
Start
to,
saving
I might
up.
have to save a couple. I might
Start
have to save
saving
a
up.
couple $1,000.
Start saving up because that will be really, really, really fun. It's really, really,
Do I have
really
to?
fun.
Do I have to let her win?
No, because no, because like there's no 1-to-1 race, but you get to
Well, it's
chase. You get to chase a professional racer afterward.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
because you.
So
Because you
okay.
fucking-
Does my time have to be worse than hers?
No.
Okay, cool.
No. Yeah, that
You get to chase. You get to chase a professional racer, or you get chased by him.
no, because you're
Whichever.
driving the front, and the faster you go, the faster he does.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought you was after you finished and you wouldn't give up the car keys. So he was gonna chase you.
Oh,
No,
Michael,
he drives the
you
lead
went-
car, and then you chase him.
Sorry.
No,
Go ahead,
ahead.
Albert, go ahead.
I was just saying, Michael will get a discount if it's lower.
No.
If it's the worst time, he'll get a discount from Tony.
They don't really time it. They don't really time it, but they do record it. There's a like a camera inside the car.
Hey,
But he does need to show proof of age when he can.
No,
That's
it's
right.
fun. It's really, really fun. You know, food and stuff is all covered. So, you know, you just go there early in the morning. I think it will be super fun if we all go together. And then afterward, go have a cigar somewhere. That'll be pretty
Well,
cool.
they have one in Hungary and they don't offer food there. So
God.
No, they offer food there. You'll still be hungry. They offer
Yeah.
food there.
well, that's in China. That'd be the one in China, like an hour later.
Yeah, when you eat, and 2 hours later, you still want to eat again.
Oh my god. Anyways, 11:07. It's time for you guys to bounce over to Discord. I'll see you guys there. Have a good night, guys.
All right. Good night, everybody.
All right.
Wow.